Hello, Cooper Clever 1972 here. Here I am with another stream. This is half an hour earlier than last night's. I'm trying to fit this in at the right particular time. Who knows if it interferes with other YouTubers' streams. I'm trying to accommodate. But anyways, so it's another collection of books in one of my boxes. Okay. Hey, Sasha. So, anyways, I don't know how long this will take. Maybe it won't take as long. I'm not sure. We'll have to see. Oh, hey, LJ. So, um, let's see. What should I do? I guess I'll dive in. Uh, See if more people join. So, let's see. Where do we start? Okay, we start with this one. This one is Video Hound's Dragon, Asian Action and Cult Flicks by Brian Thomas. So I don't know if this is one of those dictionary kind of deals, starting with A, going to Z. I guess it has sections in here with subject matter. I don't know, but yeah, there's like I don't know. I'll just show this. That's Enter the Dragon. I think it's sort of like Lady from Shanghai with the mirrors. So, but anyways, here's a book on film by Vernon Young, Unpopular Essays on a Popular Art. Haven't read it. They're just getting rid of it at the library. I've had it for years, just like a lot of the other books I have. So, but it's fun. It's challenging, fun, whatever, to read works about film. This one is Hitchcock Reader, edited by Marshall Doodlebaum and Leland Pogue. And there's Hitchcock himself. Hitchcock was known to make cameos in his films. He didn't make cameos in every single one of his movies. Like his third film was The Lodger, which was a silent film he made. It had I think Jack the Ripper was the topic in the film. The second movie he made, I think, was a musical. His first film, I'm not quite sure on that. But at some point, he inserted himself in the films, and you can see it in lots of his films. You just have to look for him. When he was in, there's a movie he did called Lifeboat, and this is Birds, Vertigo. I don't know what that movie is up above, but he did a movie called Lifeboat, and it was 6 people on a boat in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean because their ship had got bombed by, I guess, German U-boats and or submarine or whatever. So in order to put himself into the movie, he put his photo on a newspaper. So, yeah, so. Yeah, Vertigo is my favorite. So LJ, you've only seen Psycho of Hitchcock's? Is that what you're saying? I'll keep going, see what you have to say. This is Alternative Script Writing Beyond the Rules, second edition by Ken Danziger and Jeff Rush. I know that first name, so I don't know when I'm going to read these books. As I said before many times with these streams. This one's Forbidden Films by Dawn B. Sova. Censorship Histories and 125 Motion Pictures. I don't know if there's pictures in here or not. The Exorcist, Last Tango in Paris, The Man with the Golden Arm, The Ordeal, Road to Ruin, Le Ronde, Room at the Top, Scarface, The Shame of a Nation, The Spirit of 76, Tomorrow's Children, The Vixen. So, Forbidden Films. Okay. This one's probably really old-fashioned. Okay. Okay, so LJ, you said only Vertigo you've seen, not Vertigo, Psycho you've seen. Okay. Oh, you have a challenge for us both. Okay. This is really archaic. You know, this is like, this is moviolas. It's not like, you know, nonlinear editing today. It was more of a bitch to edit back in those days because once you made a cut, you had to go back to the work print in order to make any alterations. Whereas these days, you know, you can move things around and move it all around. And but filmmakers in the past, I think like Scorsese and Spielberg think that in a way that's not a bad thing, the way they learned how to edit. It taught them how to edit in a certain fashion that new filmmakers don't have a grasp on, something like that. So yeah. So and in reference to Spielberg, he bought, I don't know the exact number, but it's like 20 something moviolas because he doesn't want to work with computers for editing. So so he bought like 21 moviolas or something. I think he still shoots on film. So, okay, so this is a few Lord of the Rings books coming up here. The Art of Lord of the Rings by Gary Russell. There, of course, is Minas Tirith. And I guess they're called the Ring Race. I don't think these are the greatest films ever made, but they're extremely entertaining. And I've watched them a few times. And I had the extended edition, so it gives you very in-depth, in-depth behind-the-scenes stuff. So if you want to be a filmmaker, even if you are not a huge Lord of the Rings fan, I think they give you everything in the kitchen sink in the extended editions, like movie, you know, practical jokes that the cast played on each other, the catering, you know. Oh, saved in the editing. Yeah, well, Sasha, I think Jaws was too because they couldn't get the shark to work, and also the music I think helped as well, based on this documentary I'm going to talk about in one of my videos. Like I think during the weekend I'll talk about this documentary, and Jaws is featured in here. So here's another Lord of the Rings book. It's The Making of the Movie Trilogy by Brian Sibley, forward by Sir Ian McKellen. So it looks like a fun read, you know. I think that's some lenses there, if I'm not mistaken. Did I miss? Or no, maybe that's not. No, that's not lenses. That's just herbs or whatever. I think I read this book, but I can't remember. The Citizen Kane book with Raising Cain by Pauline Kael, who was a film critic for The New Yorker at the time. And I think credited Orson Welles with Citizen Kane being such a great film. But she didn't compliment the co-screenwriter Herman Mankiewicz, who sort of had a backdoor entrance into William Randolph Hearst's life. So she sort of didn't acknowledge him, you know. So So it's just pictures from the film, and then there's the script. Citizen Kane. Of course, I'm talking to LJ and Sasha right now. They've heard of Citizen Kane. I think LJ has. To people that watch us afterwards, and maybe everybody's going to know because it's just so well known. Citizen Kane is regarded as the greatest film ever made. Really, more like one of the greatest. But and then Orson Welles made some other great films. But sometimes his Citizen Kane, his first film, sort of overshadows those other ones. And he made some other really good films, like Touch of Evil, for example. So I have heard of it, but never watched it. Oh, yeah. You hug it open. So LJ, you're saying you want me to do a video of my guilty pleasures? Top 10 guilty pleasures. Okay. Okay. This next one is The Making of Jurassic Park. I think they were just getting rid of this. There's some storyboards right there. Couldn't pass that up. Another one they were getting rid of was this, James Cameron's Titanic. He made this. I have the special edition DVD of this. He built I think it was the largest set in the world at the time. He actually made the Titanic set just as big as the Titanic. And of course, it was the most highest budgeted film at the time. I think the budget was about $300 million. But of course, that was overtaken by Avatar. And of course, that grossed more. So I think I could come up with 10 guilty pleasures, LJ. Yeah. I'll tell you like one of them right now that I can think. Well, I can tell you, I can think of two right off the top of my head, but I could do a video about it anyways if you want me to do that, LJ. Scarface with Al Pacino and Alexander by Oliver Stone. But I could do a video. This is Sin City. The making of the movie. I also have a special edition of this movie. I wish I would read these books, but I just never do. I don't know. There's so much stuff I own that I have to go through, so. So, yeah. Let's see. How to Adapt Anything into a Screenplay by Richard Crevelin. I showed in a previous stream about The Art of Adaptation, I think it was called, by Linda Seeger. So that's another one of those types of books. Empire Strikes Back notebook. I think this has a script. Yes, it contains a complete script by Lawrence Kasdan and Leigh Brackett from a story by George Lucas. You got Yoda and Luke there. And you got this script. I think those are like storyboards and sketches. So this is the Complete Guide to Standard Script Formats, Part 1, the Screenplay by Cole Haig. It's just a book on how to format your screenplay, where to put the headings and everything. But all you need these days is computer software like Celtx, CELTX, which I think one of them is free. If you get a more complicated thing with like production schedules or whatever, just look it up on the internet on Google. I think you can get one version that's free. It also does other things too, like maybe does schedules for people or does budgeting. I don't know. That's on their website, because other screenwriting softwares like Final Draft, I can't remember them all, Movie Magic, or some of those charge money, and they're kind of hefty. Well, hefty for me because I don't make a ton of money. But this is the screenplay workbook, The Writing Before the Writing, by Jeremy Robinson and Tom Mongavin. So I guess it's just to help you out into fleshing out your screenplay. This is The Art of the Storyboard, Storyboarding for Film, TV, and Animation by John Hart. I have another book on storyboarding. I showed it one. I think I showed two so far, and this one, but I think I have another really good one on it, which I like the most. Oh, you know what? I did show it. It was the Marcy Begleiter one. That's the storyboarding one I like the most. This might be a very short stream because I've got 4 more books. So this is The 5 C's of Cinematography, Motion Picture Filming Techniques by Joseph V. Meskelly. 5 C's of Cinematography is one of the 3 most important books on cinematic techniques ever published by, that says American Cinematographer, says that at the bottom there. So try to crack this open. So, got another book. This is Fellini. Oh yeah, I had the Criterion of Kagemusha, and I think it has some of the, I think they're like watercolors, perhaps. I don't know if Ron by Criterion has that stuff. I think the Kagemusha Criterion has stuff like that. Fellini by John Baxter. I think I have another John Baxter book. Oh, it's on Buñuel. I have a book by him on Buñuel. He's on the special features of Dr. Strangelove, both editions, the Columbia Pictures edition and the Stanley Kubrick box set, and the Criterion. He's featured in both of those. I think it's the exact same documentary, as a matter of fact. But and he also well, no, I shouldn't say that. Maybe he did a book on Kubrick, John Baxter. I'm not sure about that, but, and I think he's a British writer, John Baxter. Let's see. This book, Directing the Film, just a bunch of big directors here. I'll just list off a few of the names. Altman, Ashby, Attenborough, Bertolucci, Bogdanovich, Capra, Cassavetes, Costa-Gavras, Cukor, De Palma, Milos Forman, Fellini, Friedkin, Fuller, Hawks, Hitchcock, Huston, Kirshner, Kramer, Lang, Mal. I'm just picking up names that are familiar to me. Polanski, Renoir, Rossellini, Schaffner, Schlesinger. Let's see, Vidor, Spielberg. So it's just text. I think no pictures. And to finish it off, I think I see a third person's on here now, but finish it off. And I think Sasha's still here because Sasha, I mentioned this documentary in one of my previous streams. I think you were here. I think, and I said there's this. I think it's around 13 or 15 parts. I think it's like 13 parts. It's like 1 hour documentary each, 1 hour episode each. It's like a 13-part documentary on the history of film. Well, this is the book. Mark Cousins. He's the guy that did the documentary. He did the voiceover narration, and this is the book that's related to that documentary. So I'd love to read this sometime. I don't know when, but so there's like loads of pictures in here. The Man with No Name. So okay, so this is probably my shortest stream ever. Am I both up to guilty pleasures, right? That's what you're asking, LJ, right? 10 guilty pleasures, right? You want me to do a video on 10 guilty pleasures? Because if you do, I could do that. So you know about Mark Cousins, Sasha, huh? Okay. Yeah. And you say he's Irish. Okay. Stream together for an hour and a half. Okay. Hey, would you be? So LJ, you would start a stream on your channel? Is that what you're saying? You mean tonight? I'm just waiting for your response. I think it's on the delay. Either I'm on the delay, either you hear my response like 10 seconds later. I think that's the case with Aaron Pin and other streamers. Like it says they say goodbye, and then the thing comes up and says stream ended 20 seconds ago or whatever. Okay, do a stream then, Sasha. I'm gonna wrap this up now. I think I've shown all my books for this stream. So thanks everybody for watching. Thanks LJ. Thanks Sasha. And somebody else is here. I don't know who. Oh wait a minute. Did I see who it was? Let me see. Did somebody show up in here? I don't know who it was. There's a third person here. I don't know who it is, but okay. See you later, LJ. I'm gonna wrap this up now. So thanks for watching, everybody. Don't worry that you didn't get to watch it. It'll be on recorded to watch later on. So anyways, that does it for tonight. Thanks for watching, everybody. Hope you see you soon. Wait, you'll see me in the near future. Oh, one last thing I guess I'll mention. I bought some Criterions I got in the mail today. I'm gonna do a video on picking on the pickups, my recent pickups. But I'm thinking of putting some music in at the start, like my television shows, one, my Middle Eastern cinema, my horror movies, my horror Halloween marathon thing, and then my reviews for the movies I've seen during the week. I think I'm going to do a special edition of that, with music and a picture. So, but anyways, that ends it. See you later, everybody. Hope to see you soon. Bye now.